So we have this fourth type of phylum named Nemathelminthes or Helminthes. Mainly this is like round worm or thread worm. This is this phylum is like more advanced than previous three is got coelom also and and has has what anal pore, and this is the first phylum which have got what both male and female means unisexual character, and the phylum is mainly this phylum animal has fixed cell, no increasement in number of cell. If cell die, so the animal should also have to die. So let's begin this phylum. Like this is like one step more higher than now. So here let's get started. Nemathelminthes is coined by Gunberger. Now phylum Nemathelminthes, I have told you that thread worm here given, or round worm. This is like worm type of. This is also like triploblastic. This is also triploblastic, and coelom hair developed. That coelom derived from embryonic blastocele. That we will study this blastocele in developmental biology. Two within two body plan. Now here also what organ system like platyhelminthes, it has also organ system, but tube within tube body plan is this is new, because past we have what blind sac body plan. This is round. Here their body is round covered by cuticle composed of scleroprotein, because cuticle here found due to parasitic in nature. Mostly this phylum is parasitic in nature and indirect development. So larvae develop. So syncytial epidermis without cilia, because not free. So no cilia here. And syncytial means multinucleated body got longitudinal muscle. This is also one step ahead. In previous we have no muscles, this type of body. No distinct head. Here also no distinct head, and but their lips contain what sense organ. So like mouth also contain sense organ, and anus also contains sense organ. So according to this basis, this phylum is classified. A body is made of fixed number of cells. I have told you fixed number of somatic cell, that is called uteli. Now both mouth and anus, respiratory system. Now the system is of respiratory and circulatory option. That system starts from which phylum? This apart from this, the next phylum Annelida. From Annelida, circulatory respiratory system starts. Now gases exchange general body surface. Now excretory system. In this phylum have rennet cell, that is H-shape cell. So nervous system is also a head contain 6 longitudinal nerve cord, and presence of sensory papillae like amphid. So in amphid, in mouth, sensory papillae, and in phasmid, in anus, there is sensory organ, and papillae is the tango receptor, means for touch. No, not for taste. Tango receptor for each taste. Now amphid is for olfactory receptor. Olfactory receptor means for nose, for nose, like phasmo receptor is chemoreceptor and glandular receptor. So amphid is in mouth, and phasmid in this is in anus, and this is in mouth. This is in where in mouth lies. Now our respiratory system is well developed. Reproductive system is so reproductive system is well developed due to dioecious also. Dioecious means first unisexual phylum, means male and female is different here, not hermaphrodite. Before it was what, hermaphrodite, and only in Nemathelminthes we have learned that blood fluke, cystostoma or blood fluke has only got unisexual. Now the larval form is, this is indirect development. So rhabditiform, faleriform, microfallery and fallery, this is the type of larva and contain 5 class. So 5 class and divided class nematode is divided into 2 groups. So 2 group is how? So 2 group on the basis of sensory present, that is what, that is to contain amphid and phasmid. Okay, this is phasmid. So amphid and phasmid will continue next. So continuing to class, it has got 5 class, 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is 5. So mainly nematoda is divided into 2 groups, that is amphida and phasmida. So rotifera, gastrotricha, Kinorchia, Nemamorpha and nematoda. So nematoda has 2 groups and that is nematoda is mainly important. Means nematida has a phasmida and phasmida. Means phasmida means mouth is sensory and tail is non-glandular, non-sensory. Example is threadworm, and phasmida contain tail is glandular or sensory, and example is roundworm or escase lumbricoids, Ucheria branchapti means filarial worm. Now interobius vermiform, pin or thread or sitworm, Nectar americana, New World hookworm, Trichuris, whipworm, lower eyeworm, Draculus mediensis, Dunyal worm. This all belongs to what, parasitic nature. So first study about what, Ascaris lumbricoids, that is roundworm. So roundworm is mainly infected in man and mainly in children at the place of intestine. So here begin, mostly it is endoparasitic in a small intestine. So in a small intestine it will occur mostly in jejunum and mostly in children. This is called ascariasis, and symptoms like abdominal pain, vomiting, fever patient get at night. Body is that unsegmented and body is unsegmented and cylindrically tapering end. Sexual dimorphism is here, that female is more straight and female is straight and male is curved tail, and male is what, a small. So female has, so unlike female, male has what, pineal city. Pineal city is a copulatory organ means for the sex purpose they make what, they make contact with female for making sex. So male ascaris contain 50 pair of precolloquial apparatus and 5 pair of postcolloquial apparatus, and female has no colloquial apparatus. Now mouth is triradiated and denticulated, means teeth like. 2 sensory double papillae, sensory is amphids means chemoreceptor present on ventral lips, and excretory pore is behind the mouth. You should remember this excretory pore. Now female possess separate anus as gonopore. Gonopore is ventrally and 1/3 of anterior body. Now, 4 longitudinal states, its states found. Now, ventral of male contain 50 pre-anal and 5 post-anal. Now, anal is that called phasmida if sensory. The circular motion layer absent in a scale is cuticle is thick and 4 layer that is secreted by underlying epidermis. So cuticle present here due to parasitic in nature. So on a scarce lumbricoids or roundworm, it is parasitic in nature. So cuticle present to protect from what host enzymes and resistance cuticle. Now syncytial means sinusotic without partition of wall. Now here sinusotic means that multinucleated cell. Body is pseudocele. Pseudocele is due to coelom. That coelom is false coelom developed from blastocele. Salivary gland do not occur in here. Nutrition is holozoic, means feeds on small living beings or living animal. Reserve food material is glycogen in syncytial epidermis. Now, excretory cell is H-shaped renate cell. Excretory material is ammonia. Blood vessel absent because blood vessel start from annelida. Now we have 9 ganglia in nervous system here. Now, sense organs like amphid and phasmid with papillae. It is dioecious, means separate sex. Now this is main important. As male organ is unpaired testes, means only one, but female is what? Female is paired. So male testis is single, that is called monodelphic or monoarchic, and that is telogenic. Now female has pair ovaries, that is called didelphic, means 2 ovaries, called telogenic. And we have egg from here and fertilize and cleavage. These eggs are nearly mammillated because scarce lumbricoids is a parasite in the mammals like human. So males is, so egg is mammillated. Now eggs is mammillated, here given mammillated. Now embryonic development outside the human host body in soil. So its zygote develops in 10 to 14 days. Larva is a reproductive form known as. Now this transmission of infective stage through embryonated egg by contaminated water. This transfer by contaminated water. Now 3 type of migration here, that is primary, secondary and apical migration. Means primary migration is from intestinal wall to lungs, intestinal wall, liver, hepatic vein, heart, pulmonary artery, then lungs. Then we have next we have secondary migration. Secondary migration is from lungs to back to intestine, and in secondary and we have what? Molting also present here. So second and third molting in lungs, second and third molting, a fourth stage of larva. This is in third and fourth stage of larva, and it need 3 weeks for development. Now final molting, fourth molting develops into the worm, and this is for survival. It completing a small intestine, final fourth molting. Migration. Now for correcting this disease, we need what? Anti-helminthes drug, that is oil of Cheripodium antipar, Elcopar, or diethyl carbamazine, or one time dose is albendazole or mebendazole for anti-helminthes. Now some special point. Now malting. So here malting is 4 time I have told you. First malting in soil, second and third malting in lungs, and fourth malting in intestine. I have told you that. So second larva stage second larva stage into lungs, and fourth larva stage comes out of lungs. And laboratory farm larva, so 20 days needed. Drugs, Elcopar is used. Now another we have Trachea species or Trachea Worm. It is a smallest nematode parasite in human. This required only one host for complete its life cycle. It is a disease called as tricholosis. Now Trachea whipworm. So it is sagnovorous, means feed on blood as meal. Now this disease is called trichuriasis, mode of infection by water, food and water mainly. And infective stage is second stage. So remember, you should know that in Escherichia lumbricoids, infective stage is what? Infective stage is second stage. Now we have mebendazole for the correcting of the disease. Now loa is the eye worm. Now eye worm, this caused by worm from Africa, Western Africa, and affected in subcutaneous tissue of the skin. The vector transfer is mango fly. So mango fly is the vector transfer in eye, causing, so in conjunctiva of eye causing, so it's called eye worm. Now life cycle is digenic. Primary host is man, and secondary host is Cebropsops. Now next is Dunyal worm. So Dunyal worm is the known as medullary worm tool. It is the largest nematode in the human. It is also infecting subcutaneous tissue like eye worm. Now this is digenetic and transmitted through contaminated water. Now this, for correcting this, we need drugs metronidazole, and very common in fishermen due to water. Now Encycloma duodenale, that is hookworm. So in hookworm, no intermediate host, and this is found in a small intestine, feed upon that blood, so it is sanguinivorous. So mode of infection is through the sole of a skin, means leg sole. Causes encyclostomasis. Infective stage is third infective stage here. Now molt 4 times, and final molt in intestine like Escherichia lumbricoids. Round to colica in male and anus in female. Colica in male and anus in female. It is what? Monogenetic. Intermediate host is absent. Number of this is 3 with 2 pair ventral, 1 dorsal. Now we have next, that is pinworm, seatworm, or known as introbius. So this is monogenetic, found in large intestine. Pineal city in male. Male died after copulation here. Now infective stage is second. For molting causes introbius. Pinworm highly pathogenic. Main symptoms is itching, irritation of anal, perianal and vaginal area, presence of buccal capsule. Now we have next, Trachea brain cavity, means filarial worm that form what hathi pile rog, that we can say Trachea brain cavity. This parasite lives in lymph gland or lymphatic. Human is the primary host and Culex mosquito is the secondary host. It's called larval microfilaria. Now female is here oviparous, or viviparous means egg laying egg. Now this cause microfilaria complete in thoracic muscles of Culex. Now larva cutaneous, superficial net. Now infective stage is third microfilaria. This is third infective stage. Now we have entry in man is through Culex mosquito, and effective part is lymph vessels or lymph gland. Scrotum and mammary gland is also infected. Now this disease is called elephantitis, means leg looks like elephant, means deposition of their lymph in the leg. So nocturnal blood sample is collected in here for its examination, and this disease can be treated by drug ivermectin plus diethyl carbamazine. This drug is given for correcting this infection. Now some points on read and digestion. So in this, blood sample is connected at night, nocturnal, so this is also important. Now lateral lines organs completed in excretory canal. Food of scarce intestines, host is chyme due to in stomach present in human, so this is called chyme. Infective stage is second infective stage, I have told you, rhabditiform. So the route is here outside intestine, liver, lung, trachea, esophagus, then intestine. So fourth molting complete here. First swell, second, third in lungs, and fourth in intestine. Now rhabditiform homolysis is found in human stool. Now this all worm you should get in the stool too. So a stool test is necessary for finding this type of worm because it is mainly infected in intestine. Now cheropontium used in successful roundworm treatment. Lumen of gas pharynxis triradiate, missing mouth, we can say. Embryonic egg with juvenile stage. Now scary point, scary is one, as single test is monoarchic, we can say, and two ovaries, so diarchic, and in hydra many testes and single ovary. In earthworm 2 ovaries and 4 testes. Body composed of outer, middle and inner layer. As we know that is organ level development, and body is also 3 layer: mesoderm, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Is outer cuticle, middle epidermis, and inner longitudinal muscles layer. So circular muscles is absent here because circular muscle start from annulus. So now let's begin to our next lecture.